Hello, hello. I am your hostess, Dawn, and all right, today we're going to do the person on your mind, just whatever comes through. I'm going to assume that, well, I shouldn't assume that you're not speaking to them. You might be. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what comes out in the messages. But this is the person on your mind. We're going to start with Aries. Here we go. All right, Aries, the person on your mind. Whew. All right, let's see what we have. Four of Cups, upright. All right, Aries. Everything's upright here. So Four of Cups, to me, that's going to be maybe they feel like they missed an opportunity with you. That's what it's feeling like here. They have Nine of Pentacles. So it could be that they are doing well for themselves, but it doesn't seem like they're very happy. They might be making plenty of money. I think they have a lot of burdens with this Ten of Wands. Probably a lot of responsibilities right now. But I don't feel like they're having a lot of fun. We also have the World here showing up. Something is nearly completed, especially with that Ten of Wands as well. They might be finishing something very soon. Could be retiring. Oh. Ooh. All right, they're coming out of some type of indecision. Okay. And maybe it has something to do with that Four of Cups. That seems like boredom, not being happy with their choices or the choices they made here, Aries. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. That feels like a fate thing, but Aries, you're here, but you're reversed. So you may not be talking to them. You may not be interested in this, and that would be why maybe they're not very happy right now. Man, you have Temperance coming in now. You have the Page of Pentacles and Temperance. They could be about to make a move here, reach out to you, some type of offer here. Oh, wow. And now we have the Four of Swords. With the Four of Swords and Temperance, I have to be honest, this looks like they've done some type of inner healing. Wow. Ooh. With the Fool and the World card, they wanna they they want to start fresh. They want a new beginning, but they haven't reached out yet, or they're. I don't think they've reached out yet. Page of Swords reversed. Three of Swords reversed. And okay. And now we have the Eight of Wands. That does represent movement, momentum, messages. I don't think they want to talk about the past. They don't. They don't want to talk about the heartbreak or what happened. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, to be honest with you. It depends on what happened. If this is a past person for you, if this is a new person, I think they are. This feels like they're ready for a whole new chapter, to be honest with you. I don't know that you are. The Queen of Wands, that is your card, but it could be them feeling like they don't measure up. Because the Queen of Wands is bold. The Queen of Wands takes action, and I'm not seeing that here. It's like they want to, but there's something here. Woo! Now we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Tower. Wow. They see a future with you, a very like prosperous future. We have Cancer energy, motherly energy. Maybe they see you. Maybe you are a mother already. Maybe you have kids, or they have kids, or whatever. You don't have to be female. Oh, this is family. But the Tower to me is feeling like it's either now or never. Because we have the Fool and we have the World. And we have that energy of wanting to come forward. It's a lot of conflicting energy here. We have the Page of Wands reversed. And the Star. There could be distance between the two of you right now. And once again, no movement, no communication. No movement with the Chariot. That's odd, isn't it? That's strange. Only you would understand, Aries, why this is happening the way it is. Maybe there's too much distance in between you. Maybe it's the distance of not physical distance. Maybe it's time. Maybe they feel like either too much time has gone on between communication, or maybe not enough time has elapsed. But I feel like this person wants a I don't know about second chance, but it could be. Could be. It feels like they've done the inner work with the Four of Swords and the Temperance. Take it how it resonates. Not bad there, Aries, but it depends on you and who this person is and what you know about them, right? That's what we have. I am still getting over my cold, my bronchitis. Still coughing up icky stuff. It's like, leave me alone. And then this morning I woke up, my eyes were swollen. This one was huge, almost like they had a little tiny marble underneath it. Not hard or anything, but just swollen. Just swollen. Horrible. Sometimes it's top and bottom lid. I don't know if that's a fluid thing or what. All right, Taurus. Person on your mind right now. What's going on with them? Let's tap into that energy. The person on your mind. Ooh. Taurus, that is one of your cards. We have the Hierophant reversed. Was this person a curse? I don't know. Let's see what else is coming out. Because Hierophant, it's blessings. But let's see what's showing up here. Oh. Sagittarius. Fate. Now we have more Taurus energy. Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, Knight of Cups reversed. There was no commitment here, right? No commitment, because we have both of these reverse. This can be a knight in shining armor, right? This could actually be, like an officiant, or some type of thing like that, like wedding kind of energy. But this is like, no. There was like expectation here for something. I feel like you had high hopes for this. That's what I'm getting towards. You had high hopes for this, but there was no commitment. That's what I'm feeling here. No commitment with that Hierophant and the Knight of Cups reversed. So no movement now. Yep, it slow moving, if anything. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, Eight of Cups. And the Tower. I feel like somebody like moved away. Like actually moved away with the Tower and the Eight of Cups coming out. This feels like sayonara, see you, goodbye. Somebody walking away, whether it was you or them. And the Knight of Pentacles is very slow. Very slow. If there's any movement at all. And this could have been like the Tower. It could have been, a breakup. Because there was like no commitment. And it could be that, Taurus, that you waited and were patient with this. And another one of your cards, maybe you put in the work and you were waiting and waiting and waiting and hopeful and wishful, with that Wheel of Fortune, wishing, 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 and then they finally just walked away, or you did. Oh my gosh. Wow. We have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. It's about making a choice. In love, affairs of the heart here. But it's being covered by this Three of Swords reverse. The Three of Swords is a card upright of healing. To me, in the reverse, this is someone who's not healed. Therefore, how can they possibly, give of themselves if they are broken? So, this was definitely a love connection here. But it does feel like someone walked away from this. All right, Taurus. Now we have Judgment. Death reversed. Oh my gosh. The Five of Swords upright. And the Seven of Swords reversed. They could be wanting to make a comeback here, to resurrect something that was done, but I don't feel like this person has done any type of transformation. They're still willing to take risks. I'm really curious if this person can be trusted, because there's an element here of distrust within them. And I think they're seeing you as the Empress here, right here in the center, but it's flanked by the Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands. I don't know. Is somebody fighting over you right now? Is there more than one person interested? Do they feel like they missed out on something and are wanting to return? I don't know. This feels like a very Taurus. This feels like a explosive kind of relationship, especially with that Tower. And now the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands. I think you're probably wondering if you can trust this person. Can you trust this person? How, you know what I mean? You've got the Two of Cups reversed and the King of Wands reversed. You know, this is someone who's... This feels like a karmic, to be honest with you, with that Two of Cups reversed. And then on top of all of that is the Hermit. Wow. Golly. Taurus, this feels like a very explosive relationship. It could be that you have firm boundaries now and you're not... It could be that you've said you're done. You'd rather be single than have to deal with this kind of crap. Because the King of Wands, Leo, it's good energy. It's, you know, someone who's very playful and fun, but in the reverse, this is all the bad things. This is someone who's very bossy and domineering and, you know, full of themselves and maybe even a sex addict. The Hermit is about, you know, a dark night of the soul. This person needs it. Will they do it? Probably not, but this feels like a karmic relationship, unfortunately, with that Two of Cups reversed. And they haven't done any healing as far as I can tell, Taurus, which if this is your story, then there's your confirmation that even if they want to come back, you'd never really trust them. That's the problem. You just can't do that. I don't think they've done anything to earn your trust either, especially if they haven't done any inner healing. So, sorry, Taurus, but that's just how that one came out. Someone needed to hear that. All right. Let's move on to Gemini. You have a Page of Pentacles popping out here. Could be messages, small offer, opportunity. All right, the person on Gemini's mind. Yeah, they might be an earth sign. They might just they might be a Virgo. They might be a recluse. I think they're happy alone, to be honest with you. They don't feel very stable, though. They have the Nine of Cups, you know, happy on their own. They're happy single, and their solitude. The King of Pentacles reversed here. Not very stable financially. Nope. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Page of Cups reversed. And the Queen of Swords upright. I don't think they're communicating right now. Not about their emotions, okay? They might talk to you about other things, you know, the weather, but not their emotions. And they're definitely... I'm sorry, that was the Six of Pentacles reversed, not the Seven. It's the Six. They're not giving to this. They're not giving to this at all right now. But for the most part with this Queen of Swords, It seems like they're being honest. But I don't see them giving to this. You know what I'm saying? Now we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. It is reversed. They're not working on this. They don't expect anything from it. And now we have the King of Wands reversed again. They just want to play the field. They don't, and they have the Strength card upright. So I think they're more concerned with themselves right now and not any type of relationship. They're definitely not giving to it. Not putting any work in here, Gemini, that we can see. And not willing to talk about, you know, their emotions. Cut again. They are focused right now on their money. I feel like they're of two minds. Because on the one hand, the nightmare is over, feels like. Not really in their head about it. But then I think they wonder what would happen if it hadn't ended. You know what I'm saying? I think they do wonder about it with that Two of Swords. Doesn't mean they're going to do anything about it. They just wonder. They're way more focused on this Venus energy, this luxuries, treating themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's their thing. But they're not stable somehow, some way. I don't know. Their resources doesn't feel that stable. I don't know. I just heard they might be looking for a sugar mama. Don't do that. Or a sugar daddy. Either way. They might be moving. Six of Swords. They have the Four of Cups reversed. Yeah, because the Four of Cups is like, what bothers me about that card is the inaction of being unhappy with their surroundings but not making a move. They are moving. They aren't happy with the results that they're getting wherever they are. And their focus now is on moving towards something or someone with more money, more dinero. They might be moving home too, because this can represent family, a legacy. They might just be moving, you know, to their mom's basement or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what that feels like to me. Yeah, they're choosing a path here, and they're giving up on something. Yeah, okay. They've closed the door on this, Gemini. They are moving on. They have chosen their path already. They're not coming back to this, okay? Because we have the World reversed, and we have the Ten of Wands reversed. So if this is someone that you know, things didn't work out for you, they've moved on, whether, you know, mentally or actual physically too. I feel like they're moving on. You know, they're either just focused on their pinnacles or they're focused on someone else that's got money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling here. All right, let's move on to Cancer. I love my little pink tracksuit. Oh my god, I feel like Vector from Despicable Me. Of course, his was orange. It's funny. We used to watch those movies all the time, but then my son got older. All right, let's give this a good shuffle for Cancer and see what is going on with the person that's on their mind. Who is on Cancer's mind? What is going on with them? It's so creepy how we can tap into these collective energies like this, and I can kind of see this other person. It's a little weird. I believe it. All right, Cancer, the person on your mind. What is going on? Okay. Here we go. Oh, well, they might be a Sagittarius. Let's just go with that for right now. Let's see. Oh, okay. Four of Wands. Commitment, partnerships, the Tower, and the Ten of Cups. Wow, what a... All right. We have to keep going. So that's not... I mean... Okay, so now we have the Five of Cups. Oh my gosh. King of Wands reversed again. And... Ooh. Knight of Wands upright. So... This could have been a fated, maybe even karmic connection. There was commitment and partnership here. And let's look at this. So there was commitments and partnerships, and then the Tower, I feel like, happened. Now this Tower, for some of you, it brought happiness, but that's not going to make sense here in a minute. Something happened here that I feel like shattered that happiness. And that's because we have this Five of Pentacles here. We got the King of Wands reversed and then the Knight of Wands upright. Not the best trio of cards here. So the Five of Pentacles here is being left out in the cold, abandoned. So, Cancer, this person could have left you literally almost at the altar. Some of you, you may have been left at the altar for real. You think everything's going great, and then you find out something, you know, they're just playing you, basically. Because the Knight of Wands is an energy, excuse me, of someone who's in and out. They're hard to pin down. I'm a Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius. Our sign is, excuse me, we like to travel, we like to explore, and this is someone who might like to explore other people. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been really happy for a time until it wasn't. That's kind of what I'm getting here, Cancer. I know that's not maybe what you want to hear, but with that Five of Pentacles, it's hard to deny here. Oh, now we have, okay. Woo! Yep. Okay, this person, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. They are the Magician reversed and the High Priestess reversed. That is a, ooh, and the Emperor here. This is a control freak. This someone is very manipulative. You know, that's what I'm getting here. And they, you know what, I'm going to tell you, they probably tricked you. It probably was a lot of smoke and mirrors is what I'm seeing here with that Wheel of Fortune, you know, the Ten of Cups, making you feel like, you know, this feels like a narcissist, honestly. God, I hate telling you that. But they're a control freak. Because, man, that Magician reversed, the High Priestess, and then topped with the Emperor, that is not a good combo. Not a good combo, Cancer. Holy smokes. All right. Wow. Now we have the Lovers. Definitely could have been karmic. So what I'm feeling with the Lovers here and this Six of Wands energy, it feels like it does feel a bit narcissistic. I think they choose themselves, and I think they ride a pretty high horse, to be honest with you, especially with that Emperor on top of that reversed Magician and High Priestess. I think they think they're the bee's knees. You know? I think they leave a trail of heartbreak wherever they go. Um, this person probably is depressed, and they just probably don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? We also have the Ace of Wands reversed here, which is kind of odd, but that is strange, isn't it? This person is, they probably use sex as a weapon, to be honest with you, with this reversed here. Or it's like, yeah, they use their sensuality and their, as a weapon. It's been weaponized. Watch out. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's definitely a tool. Yeah, they really are high on their own supply here. We have the Six of Pentacles right on top of that Lovers and the that really feels narcissistic, and that Six of Wands. They feel like they are the one that, you know, if they give you just even an ounce of their time, you should be groveling at their feet. Knight of Cups reversed. They are not here to save you. I think they take a lot of risks. The Five of Swords. They really don't care who they stab in the back. Dang. There's no transformation within them. They have the Death card reversed. They have no desire. Queen of Swords reversed. They lie. Oh! And I think they really come off as holier than thou with this Temperance angel there. It's like they are a dark magician. Cancer, I am so sorry. This is what's coming out. Holy moly. They're a dark wizard. Woo. If they are not communicating with you, and they abandon you or ghosted you, that is probably the best thing that could possibly ever happen, because you do not want someone like this in your life. You do not. You do not. All right. Dare we go to Leo? Not all these are native, I have to say. Aries was good. Okay, so some of you people are just really dealing with some POSs. You know what I mean? It happens. I've dealt with them too, so tis what it is. Alright, let's give this a good shuffle for Leo. These are going pretty quick, but these people are very shallow, so shallow waters. Alright, Leo. Who is the person on your mind? So tell me, who are you? Alright. Maybe a Virgo? Knight of Pentacles? Slow moving? Sun reversed. Kind of glummy, right? Indecisive. Well, maybe not so much. Let's see. Maybe they just don't trust their intuition. They're not very intuitive. That's what it is. We have the Two of Swords reversed. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. Yep. I could say there's really not a lot of passion here for this. They're not happy about it. You know, I mean, Leo, if this is someone that you've broken up with, that makes sense. You know. All right, let's keep going here. But they're, you know, if it makes you happy, they're not happy. So, they have the Six of Wands here, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Something definitely ended here with them, but they're focused on their money, is what it looks like to me. Having victory. But I'm also getting that they think this success and money is going to end their suffering. But they're not a happy person. They think money. Oh no. They think money is going to end their suffering. They have Justice reversed and the Lovers reversed. Ooh. They don't know how to manifest things, Leo. Because Justice upright, for me, as a reader, is just a reminder of the universe gives you what your vibration is, what you really, truly feel deeply in your core. And at their core, they are, they don't trust their intuition. They're not happy and they're not passionate about anything. Or they use this as a tool to get what they want, like sex and stuff. But they're not happy. And this is what they are manifesting. That's the energy they're manifesting from here. So they think money and success is going to end their suffering. And to an extent, that might be true for a short period of time, right? But they're not making the right choices here or the right decisions. They're not choosing the right things with this Gemini reversed and the Justice reversed. Justice is just saying that you will reap what you sow. And you know, there's no creativity here. They're not putting any effort or work into what they're trying to have because they think money is it. This person is so backwards, Leo. They are so backwards. I still have, sorry, it is what it is. I wouldn't want anybody like this in my energy. They might have a lot of things in the air right now. I think they might be putting work into something, but it's not giving them anything right now. They might be very immature when it comes to their emotions, and it's like they like to play. They just want to play. I don't feel like there's a serious bone in this person's body. And this Seven of Pentacles upright is saying that they will have a harvest, but I'm telling you, with that Justice reverse, it's always going to be equal to what they put in. And I feel like they probably have too many irons in the fire here, Leo. I think if you do communicate with them, it's going to be very immature. They seem to lack understanding of how to get what they want in this life, or they, yeah. All right, so they have the Five of Pentacles upright. So loss, depression, focused on their weaknesses, what they don't have. But they're really, there's this element, this childlike element about them that thinks that they can just somehow get lucky. Kind of like, I hope I find a bag of money on the side of the road kind of thing, right? They don't have any boundaries, none. So they're probably very gullible and probably naive. They can probably get taken advantage of very easily. From what I see here, I mean, they'd probably sell something really valuable for a handful of magic beans. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like, what? I thought you had a car, but I got these magic beans. No! That's what this feels like. Someone who's completely out of touch with reality. All right, a couple more cards here. Jesus. Oh, man. Five of Cups. Six of Cups reversed. And the King of Cups reversed. I don't think they were loved as a child. So, Five of Cups, this is just loss, sadness, regret. They can't see the opportunity or the bridge that's right behind them because they're so focused on the wrong things and in the wrong vibration. I would not want to be near this person at all. Yeah, they have the King of Cups reversed and the Six of Cups reversed. I think they probably came from a family that was lacking nurturing, care, love. It just doesn't seem like it was there. I don't think they were cared for. This feels like conditioning, negative conditioning, not feeling good enough, not getting anything. Oof, Leo. I feel sorry for this person, but there's nothing you can do for them. This is their journey. It's their misery. And whoever this is to you, it could be a family member that you've got on your mind right now. It could be whatever, but they're not in a good place, and it's not for you to fix them. You can't fix them. You can't. They either do it themselves or not at all. And that's really hard for, us empaths to do that because we feel like we can heal people with love. And you can. You can heal yourself with love, but not anybody else. That's tough. All right, Virgo, you are next. Now, there are good messages to be had here. Aries had a good one. Aries had a good one. All right, so Virgo, person on your mind. Okay. Ace of Swords could be an air sign. The Tower. Seven of Pentacles reversed. And the Two of Swords upright. Could be a Libra. Could be Taurus. Could be Aries. Anybody. I feel like you are, just with this, you're indecisive about what happened here. Something did not come to harvest. It imploded. It exploded. Something happened. It didn't. The Tower isn't necessarily a bad card, but there was something here that you feel probably had potential to take off, and it just didn't. It just didn't. Knight of Pentacles reversed. That's you reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. There's no movement here. Queen of Wands upright. Aries energy. I think whatever this was for you, you've cut it off. Especially with that Ace of Swords. You know. And have, you know, gone your own way with that Queen of Wands. I feel like that's your energy coming through, not theirs. You might be seeing them as that. But there's no movement here. We have the Hangman reversed. We have the Devil reversed. And the Queen of Swords upright. Holy smokes. Virgo. It could be with that Tower reversed. You wish something hadn't ended before. It's like something that was supposed to happen. Maybe with your Pentacles. Maybe this was a job or, you know, moving or something that you were expecting to happen. It just didn't happen with that Seven of Pentacles reversed. It just didn't happen. There was no movement. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. That's interesting. This person probably went off on their own way. Queen of Wands. So I'm picking up a lot of your energy here. I'm not really getting a lot of theirs, Virgo, to be honest with you. So we have the Hangman reversed and the Devil reversed, which is interesting. So there was something here that could have been toxic, or it feels like relying on the other maybe too much. It feels like something has been released here, honestly. And then that, on top of that, the Queen of Swords, somebody, they cut themselves free of this. Maybe they felt you were the toxic one, to be honest. Maybe they decided to release themselves from this with that Queen of Swords energy. That's what I'm getting here. Let's keep going. This person, it feels like they took matters into their own hands. Maybe they were the ones that were expecting more from this and weren't getting what they wanted from you, and decided to basically fuck off themselves. They just said, I'm out of here. It's kind of what I'm getting here. You know, not waiting for an epiphany or a change or anything like that. They set themselves free is what this feels like. All right, a little bit more, Virgo. Let's see this person on your mind. I think they're doing their own thing. Yep, they're working creatively. They're doing stuff. They're fearless. They are not looking for love right now. Well, I could say actually the Lover's reversed, because it can be about a choice in love. I don't think they're communicating. That's the main, you know, they're not communicating. We have Judgment, Page of Swords, Temperance reversed. They're not giving to this anymore, because the Temperance reversed is on the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is like my gift. They're not giving. But there could be some type of communication coming back with that Judgment and the Page of Swords upright. They could be communicating with you in the future. And maybe just to drive it home. Maybe just to put the final nail in the coffin there, Virgo. They are after their own fortune here. Honestly, I'm getting nail in the coffin energy here if they do reach out. Hey, you know, this seems pretty rough to me, honestly, but, or, I mean, Virgo, there's something here that happens, and the end of suffering is nigh. I don't know who for. But there you go. That one was crazy. I felt a lot of Virgo energy in that one. Not as much the person. So we'll take the messages as they come. All right, next up, Libra. Let me get a good shuffle on this. Libra, Venus. Libra is the Empress, Justice, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. They are a cardinal air energy. You know that already, Libra. So who is on Libra's mind? It's hard not to pick up on your energy too. You know, it's a collective consciousness. All right, let's cut. And who's on Libra's mind? They could be a Taurus. King of Pentacles reversed. They could be unstable right now in their resources. The Ace of Cups upright. Huh. Six of Swords reversed. And the Ten of Wands reversed. This is referencing some type of emotional love connection here with this person. Not stable though. Giving up, but not leaving. Does that make any sense at all? Oh, it could just be with the Ten of Wands reversed, just not accepting responsibility for something. My goodness. Libra, we have the Four of Wands reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed. This would be no communication, no movement, and some type of commitment or partnership. No, not happening. We have the Justice reversed too. It's not my fault this didn't work out. They are refusing to take responsibility for this. Could it have been a bad business deal? Maybe. They're not worried about it at all. They do not have any sleepless nights. It's not their fault. Not their fault. Queen of Swords. Unemotional, detached. The Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy, the Wounded Warrior, is someone who's very brave. You know, this person is a freaking coward. And they'll take no responsibility, Libra. None. For whatever happened here. And there was an emotional connection with that Ace of Cups. They're like, not me. Libra. Jeez, who are you dealing with here? Who are you dealing with here? They haven't lost a wink over this. Not at all. They really don't give a rip. Not one bit. What the heck? My gosh. Alright, what else do we want to know about this person? High Priestess reversed. They're probably not very spiritual, don't believe in it. Either that or it's, they're just wicked. I don't know what else to say. King of Wands reversal, domineering, bossy. Five of Cups. Probably depressed to some extent, but they'll never admit it. Queen of Pentacles, upright. Could be a Capricorn. Earth sign. Someone who's very resourceful. Star. No hopes and dreams. No connection to the higher self. They don't feel spiritual in any way. They don't believe in it. They might be out of balance too. They might be bipolar. I'm just saying. We have the Nine of Pentacles upright. They might have a special skill or talent. Who knows what it is? Probably not being able to give a shit. That's probably it. That's their special skill or talent, to not care. And take no responsibility. This is someone who probably just doesn't have a soul. I'll be honest with you. They sound like an NPC or, like someone with no conscience. Psychopath. I mean, I'm just saying. Non-playing character. They seem hollow. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, their mind is freaking swamp. It's crazy. They have the Fool energy here. Yeah, they have no regrets. None. Absolutely. They feel nothing. That's the 0 point energy. It's the point of creation. Nothing. They feel nothing. They are footloose and fancy free, friends. No inner strength either. They probably have a really twisted sense of self is what I'm getting here. That's that twisted, all tied up energy. Libra, why? I'm going to tell you right now, you deserve better than this. Run far, far away. Go. Shut the door on this one. My gosh. Let's hope they have moved on. Just pranced away with this, crazy energy. No. I don't want to be in. I'm moving on. I don't even like picking up on that one. Oh no. I have to do some cleansing later. Jeez. All right, Scorpio. That's what's out there. My goodness. So I wonder why I don't date. I don't want to. I'm very happy. On my own, single, been there, done that. I'm good. I'm not one of those people that has to have people around me. I am not. I've never been like that. All right. I'd probably be really good for space travel. That movie Passengers was so good. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, the person on your mind. Who is the person on your mind? All right, Scorpio. Let's see. Page of Cups reversed. They're not offering anything right now. Not communicating, most likely. Nope. This is just, sorry, Scorpio. This is a no. This could be a karmic or just not a soulmate. King of Swords reversed. Ooh. And the Eight of Wands reversed. Why is this person on your mind? That's the big question. This person is not honest. They're not communicating. Why do you want to know anything about this person? Strength card reversed. Well, 10 of Swords and the Temperance upright. They don't have inner strength at all. Honestly, here, Scorpio, there was an ending here, and it's meant for you. This is karmic, okay? This right here is meant for your inner alchemy, this person, okay? Because there's nothing here that I'm seeing, Scorpio, for you to go back to, okay? This feels like a karmic lesson. Do not message this person. There's nothing there, okay? That's what I'm getting here. Let sleeping dogs fly, right? We know that one. Okay. Whoo-wee. Yeah. 5 of Wands. Discord. The Devil reversed. Don't fight letting this go. This is your freedom. Okay, just let this go. Knight of Swords reversed. I'm saying to you, don't put any action towards this. They're not. And I think if you did, or if someone reaches out, it's just going to be an argument. Yeah, it's just going to be an argument. I don't know. This does not feel like a regular connection, you guys. This one feels really strange. There's no expectation of anything coming in here. Why is this person showing up? Why is this important? You know? Justice. There's that karma. Page of Pentacles. And this is all about your healing. I feel like this is supposed to be a healing experience. This wicked person, to be honest with you. Now we have the 7 of Cups showing up. The Lovers reversed. And the Empress reversed. There's no growth here. There's no expansion. There are other options. Other fish in the sea. This message is coming through for you, Scorpio, that there are other fishes in the sea. Fishes? Yeah, fish. What? Fishes, whatever. And that this is supposed to be, this connection here is supposed to be for your healing. All right? It's supposed to be a healing event. Oddly enough, this will bring balance and healing. Look at that. How strange when we let these things that feel like a fight in a battle. Yeah. High Priestess reversed here. There's no opportunity. There's no potential here. It wasn't meant for that, this connection, okay, Scorpio? This was meant for your inner alchemy to help grow you and heal you. That's what this connection was for. Whether it was romantic or not, or friendship, or, you know, business, or whatever this was that happened. Feels like it was a healing experience there. It doesn't initially feel romantic, because there wasn't really any feeling of that in there. It was bizarre, strange energy. All right, on to Sagittarius. Yeah, we mix these cards up for these readings because, you know, when we're dealing with other people's energies, oh lordy. All right, Sagittarius, the person on your mind. Woo. And you know, I have to say, many of you are not in toxic relationships, but when these messages comes out, it's like the most critical message that needs to come out at that time. You know, not everybody is needing it, just a select few. All right, just a select few is what we have. All right, Sagittarius, the person on your mind, you are next. Are you ready? I don't know. Seven of Swords reversed. Let's see what else we have. Page of Wands reversed. No communication. Oof. All right. Yeah. Six of Cups reversed. And the Magician upright. Well, the Page of Wands reversed, there's no enthusiasm here, there's no communication, there's no giving to this. You know, the Seven of Swords is not necessarily a bad card. I know it gets a bad rap, you know, but it is a golden card, and that means, you know, you're supposed to look on the positive side of it, you know, strategy and stuff like that. But when you have it in the reversed, that's when we're looking at the negative aspects of the Seven of Swords, in my opinion. And it depends on the other cards out as well. But this is worrisome because we have the Magician upright and the Seven of Swords reversed. So this is someone, Sagittarius, who is probably not manifesting from a good place. You can still manifest things. You can do things and not be a good person. This feels like someone who's manipulative, someone who lies, cheats, and steals. You know, they would even lie, cheat, and steal from their children, because that's what we have on the Six of Cups. It's children. They're supposed to be safe and protected, but they're not from this person. Okay, so do heed that message. And if this is you here with that Page of Wands, Sagittarius, it could say that you're not talking to them, your kids aren't talking to them. There's that aspect that's here too. And that's probably warranted, to be honest with you. If they are in that Magician reversed Seven of Swords energy, they have the Emperor reversed. So they're really not in control of things. They might want you to think they are. The Moon reversed. You know, the Moon is intuition and a certain amount of clarity, if you will. I know it's not like the Sun. And now we have the Fool. They have no guilt over anything. But the Moon reverse for me is someone who's not intuitive, who's not in touch with their feminine side at all, and not even a good father either with that Emperor reversed. You know, we're now looking at the negative aspects of the Emperor, which is going to be someone who's very controlling, abusive, that sort of thing. And they have not a care in the world. That's the part that makes it very scary. Is this addition to that? They have no feeling. Because the Fool is a great card, don't get me wrong. The Fool retains nothing negative. And so they don't see anything bad about what they've done. Or who they've, you know, kept in the dark. You know, that there's secrets here for sure. Woo! Sagittarius, my goodness. There's definitely no opportunity here. You're not going to get any closure if you wanted it. It's just not going to happen. There's no movement. I mean, thank goodness. We have the Chariot reverse. Who would want movement with this? I don't know. And this is referencing a commitment or partnership. That's why I feel like that's coming out on top. This was a commitment, a partnership of some kind, whether it was business, friendship, whatever, But this was someone who was kind of in it for themselves, didn't really care. That sucks. Yep, they probably left you out in the cold, abandoned you. And maybe that's because they came from this. Maybe they were abandoned and now they want to make sure they abandon someone else first before they get abandoned. It could be one of those kind of things. Jeez. They have the Three of Wands, the Ten of Wands upright, but the Queen of Cups reversed. So I think they have a lot of responsibilities right now, this person. Being kind or generous or even emotionally sound is not one of them. It's not a priority. They're not working on it at all. The Three of Wands, though, oof. They are looking for a new opportunity, but it's not anything loving, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what they're looking for. This. I think they might be preoccupied with it. They might be a sex addict. They're probably always looking for it. Always looking for the next one, Page of Pentacles reversed. And the Four of Cups upright. I think they're just empty connections. They're not fulfilling in any way. The Page of Pentacles is kind of proof that I think they ghost people continuously. They don't, it's a wham bam kind of thank you ma'am energy that's coming in through here. Jeez, man. These readings. Woo! Woo! They're really just concerned with their own appearance, like how they look towards others with this Venus energy, this Nine of Pentacles. It's a great card. I love it. Love this card. It's Virgo. But little luxuries, like pampering themselves. The Hangman reversed. There's no enlightenment here with this person. And now we have the Justice reversed too. If you're hoping for an apology from this person, it's not gonna happen. They don't care. They honestly do not care. I hate to tell you that, but that's just how it is. And golly, man, it's just that. They don't care. You're not going to get an apology from this person. They don't have it in them. They can't feel... They don't have the ability or the capacity, Sagittarius, to feel bad about this. It's not part of their chemical makeup. They don't feel bad about whatever it is they did to you. Or the kids. They don't feel bad at all. They probably even feel justified in their own sick, twisted way. That's why the Justice is reversed. All right, Capricorn. Oh. There's some twisted individuals out there. goodness. But the messages come out for the people that need to hear it. So if it's not your message, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Sophie holds Allie down to lick her. All right. Oh. All right. So we had this come out upright. Capricorn. Here we are. We're starting. Page of Pentacles. Could be a new start, new beginning here for something. All right. The person on Capricorn's mind. They could be Earth sign as well. Woo. They might be a Leo. I think you find them very attractive. They might be they're not coming towards you. It doesn't look like. They might have some inner issues that they're working on with that Strength card. That's what I was feeling here. Like they might be working on their self-esteem, or maybe they don't feel like they can come towards you with that Chariot reversed. Oh, they're not happy. Oh no. Capricorn, they have the Nine of Cups reversed. I think they want to give you a message, but the Strength is upright, but what I'm getting is that they're still working on it, because we have the Chariot reversed and the Nine of Cups reversed. They don't think that this would happen. Yeah, Queen of Wands, they're not being assertive, bold. They're not taking action on what would make them happy. Okay, maybe you would make them happy, but they're not going for it. Yeah, they are in full-on hermit mode. Capricorn, this person, maybe it's a good thing. Sagittarius coming up, maybe they're working on themselves, and that would actually be a promising thing. Just let them work on themselves, let them figure out where their happiness is. Let them do that. King of Cups reverse, Scorpio energy. They need to do that deep dive. Yep, they got the Two of Wands now. Choosing a path. They are going to choose a path, though. Hopefully it's for healing, because we have this Two of Swords reversed. So the end of indecisiveness and making a decision, basically, is choosing a path, making a decision. Because this would be the opposite. This would be not making a decision, right? So I don't know what decision. Are they just going to stay hermit and never come out of hermit mode, never heal with that Temperance energy? It's there for them to do this, but it's not your job. So it could be the person that you're thinking about right now has some healing to do, basically, is what we're saying. They could be a Sagittarius. So now we have the Wheel of Fortune showing up. Oh. They're putting it as some action. They're changing something here, because that's what I don't like about the Four of Cups is the young man not taking this opportunity, not doing anything different about their circumstances. So let's see. Page of Wands now. Oh, and the Four of Pentacles reversed. Oh, they might be letting something go. That is promising. That's promising. Letting go of the past, letting go of these failures or things that didn't work out, relationships, just whatever it is, and embracing this Page of Wands, which is enthusiasm, passion, a spark. That's what it really takes, is that spark to get going again. So let's see what else is happening here with this person. Their luck could be turning around. Oh, the Tower reversed. How interesting. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles. That's you, Capricorn. Oh. They're wondering if this is going to be a disaster or not. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really on their mind right now. And they don't know. They can't figure it out. Is it going to be a disaster? Is it not? Are they going to take that leap off of the tower? Because it looked like they were, you know, with that Two of Swords reverse and the Two of Wands. This could be someone from your past here, because we have the Eight of Cups reversed. Now we have the High Priestess upright. Ooh! Knight of Cups. They are. They're getting out of their own head here, Capricorn. And hopefully they've done the healing and they've gotten past that, you know, that anxiety. What okay, so let me go back. It feels like they are doing a dark night of the soul with the Hermit and the Temperance, and they're making a choice because they're not happy without you. Okay, they're not happy at all. And so they are letting some things go. And they're going to do something about this, absolutely. They are going to offer you something. They're going to come in here. They see opportunity here. It's just too much for them. The thought of not doing it, I think, is what's... Or the prospect of not being with you is what's going to finally tip the scales here and have them come forward. But let's hope they've done the healing first. I think they would need to. And hopefully they don't think that you are what's going to end their suffering. They need to come to that Nine of Cups on their own, right? That one was actually mostly positive, Capricorn. We had Aries and now you. The rest of them were like, run, head for the hills. Woo! All right. Jeez Louise. All right, Aquarius, you're next. Then Pisces, then Collective. Oh my gosh. Aquarius. Who is on Aquarius's mind? We have a card flipping over. Oh! They might be a veteran. Wounded warrior. They could be Sagittarius. A little worse for wear, maybe. Been around the block. I don't think they're a spring chicken. No, no. Okay. I'm weird, I know. What are you going to do? Alright, one more shuffle, I feel. It's telling me to do one more. Alright. One more of these, and there we go. So they could be Sagittarius. Like I said, could be veteran, who knows. Five of Swords reversed. They don't take risks anymore. Maybe they used to. They're done. Knight of Cups reversed. They're not coming in, though. And the Tower. Woo! They might, I mean, they might be moving, honestly, in another direction. Interesting. Is this someone you had a breakup with? It could be. Because I see, like, no risk taking, no more fighting. I mean, maybe y'all two had a knockdown, drag out, you know, fight here. There's like nothing, there's no communication, no love, no action towards each other. That would make sense, you know. They do have the Chariot here. Interesting. But I don't think it's for, they have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. They're not putting any work towards this. Oh, they've given up on this. So why the Chariot? I'm thinking maybe they're going after something new. Sorry, they're going after something new. A new opportunity has come their way. Ah, they got options. They have options. Yeah. I mean, they might pop in for a little bit. We have the Ten of Swords reversed, but I don't see this resurrecting. Honestly, they have a lot of options, and I think this feels like someone that's playing the field to me. We have the King of Cups showing up. That's Scorpio energy here. Aquarius. We have the Emperor. Aries. We have the Six of Pentacles showing up and the Three of Swords. So, this person wants to have control over like the give and take aspect of this. They want to be the one who is giving, or they want to be the one that's in control of that. They kind of want to be this guy in the red here, right? They don't want to be the one on the bottom. They're not going to come towards you. This person feels it's interesting because we do have the King of Cups here and the Three of Swords, which makes me feel that they've done some inner healing, but I still don't feel like they're ready for something. They are juggling. Okay, yeah, they're juggling. They have options with that Seven of Cups, you know. You know what I'm feeling here? This is bizarre. So it feels like you had like a falling out with this person, right? And I think they went off on their own way. They have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. They explored, you know, sowed their wild oats. And then I think they started thinking about this connection again. And I feel like some time has passed, especially since this Emperor is showing up. It's a very mature energy, right? And the King of Cups. They might be thinking about equal reciprocity now. Because I feel like this before, they were a lot younger. Especially with that Nine of Wands, it feels like a younger energy. That's what that's feeling like there. I don't think they gave much to this. I don't think they put a lot of work into this before, and they gave up on it pretty early. This feels like a earlier relationship. Now they're a lot older. It could be that this person has done some inner healing, and they might be looking for equal reciprocity. And the reason why I say that is because these three cards right here. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is how it came out for me. Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and Soulmate. So they might be feeling like their fortune is with you, Aquarius. I'm not a big fan of past people coming back. How can you tell if they've really changed or grown? I've been fooled before. I won't be fooled again because I'm not doing that anymore. They definitely, they want a new beginning here. They don't have patience for this though. They're kind of wanting it like right now. Because we have Temperance reversed and the World card, and the Two of Wands. I almost feel like they're giving you an ultimatum. Most people don't like ultimatums. Most people will choose the opposite of what the person wants them to choose if they're given an ultimatum. Or it could just be they're choosing this path to come towards you. So there's your warning. I don't know if you want this person back or not. I don't know. But yeah, that's what's coming through here, Aquarius. What an interesting message. Let me know if that is your story. All right, that was an interesting one. Let's go on to Pisces, and then we'll do the collective, and then we're done ski for today. This weekend at the fair, it's my least favorite weekend. Heroes and villains. It just doesn't seem Renaissance-y, heroes and villains. It seems just out of place. All right, Pisces, who is the person on your mind? Who is the person on your mind? See, I told you not all the readings were bad. Everybody has baggage, you know. All right, Pisces. What do we have for you? Ah, okay. Freeing yourself from worry, maybe. But this person, I don't think this person is worried about it. They have a strength card, so they could just be a Leo. Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Chariot reversed. Well, they're not worried about it. They're not investing in this. They're not putting any moves towards this at all. I felt like that Eight of Swords was your energy, though. Still could be. Maybe both of you. I don't know. Oh, Seven of Swords upright. Ooh. The Star upright. And the Lovers upright. Oh, boy. Four of Wands upright. King of Pentacles reversed. And the Page of Cups reversed. So, the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the King reversed is not, this doesn't feel like a good match to me, Pisces. Not abundant. Not abundant here. There is a connection. There's partnerships here with that Four of Wands, but the outcome here for this first stack is no communication, or it's at least it's not emotional communication. I feel like there is detachment here because of that Eight of Swords reversed. Something is detached here. But we have the Seven of Swords, the Star, and the Lovers. I do feel like there is a soulmate connection here, for sure, with the Star and the Lovers. Was this the best choice? I don't feel like it was. I don't think you work well together here. One or both of you probably wasn't being honest with the other one. I feel there was some dishonesty here. It probably had something to do with money. That's what I'm feeling. Maybe you just weren't making enough money, or somebody was not being honest about their money. It feels something like that. And now it feels like there's no communication. No, you might even still be with this person for all I know, Pisces, but I'm not seeing any loving communication at all here. And I don't see a lot of growth or abundance with that first set of cards. It just doesn't feel like it's going anywhere, unfortunately. This is why I like doing the other types of readings, because these can get, hard. These are, they're truthful. But these readings can sometimes be a very bitter pill, I have to say. Alright, I don't know why this one is coming out like this, but some people are dealing with some toxic energy. Queen of Wands reversed. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Six of Cups reversed. And the Hangman. There's no action. Like I said, there's no action being put towards this. There's no forward momentum. There's no giving to this at all with that Six of Cups reverse. This could even be bad memories, if you were to think about it. This was a very unlucky connection, I'm sorry to say, Pisces. But, there's enlightenment. Hey! It feels like this stole your happiness, or their happiness, or both of you. Sometimes some connections, it's so weird. You can have people that can bring out the best in you, and then you can have other people that bring out the worst in you. And those are the ones that you've got to just say no to. There's something being triggered. And if you can't understand what it is now that's triggering you, it's probably a past life thing. There's some energy there that you're feeling, you're picking up on. You may not understand it. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Swords and the Hermit reverse. Someone, this is not good. Someone is, I feel like, about to message about this, come out of hermit mode. But I'm not liking this at all. This almost feels angry. Judgment reversed. There's no new beginning here. Oh, someone's being reckless. Five of Swords upright. This relationship is not meant to be resurrected. I'm going to tell you that right now. Woo! They want to scare you. They're trying to scare you. I don't know why that's coming across. The Judgment is reversed. So Judgment can sometimes say upright that someone is coming back from, the past, what's gone. This is saying don't open the door, don't let them in. Oh, they might be showing up unannounced. Oh boy, that's scary. I don't like that at all. This feels like the kind of person where you would want to know where they are all the time, but you don't want them to know where you are. You know what I'm saying? There's some fear here. Some type of darkness with that moon energy. I don't like this one, you guys. I'll be honest with you, Pisces. I don't like it. And with the Hermit upside down too, not only does it kind of represent them coming out of hermit mode, but probably not doing any healing either, which I also do not like. So just beware of that. And there we go. I didn't like that one. I did not like that one. Woo! All right. Let's do the collective next and see what kind of message we can get there. Golly, I wish this would have been better messages, guys. My goodness. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. Woo! But if that's what's coming out, warnings, and that's what's coming out. All right, collective. What is going on with the collective? What is the message the collective needs to hear right now for the collective? Let's go. Here we go. Collective message. All right. And here we go. The person on the collective's mind is all in their own head. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Maybe a lack of resources. They have the Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters. And the World card, completion in of a cycle. So the Eight of Swords, it could be about their lack of resources. So they might be moving in order to better their resources. They have Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they have an offer. Probably a new job, entry level, something like that. Yep, they're going to have to put a lot of work in. Seven of Pentacles before they see anything come from it. Death card reversed. Unfortunately, it's saying there's been no, like, transformation within them, this person that's on your mind. They're just kind of focused on starting something new here, moving away from something. More focused on their money. The Hierophant reverse. They're not looking for a connection right now. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. They could have abandoned you, ghosted you, something like that. They might even feel left out in the cold. Maybe you did that to them. Maybe it needed to happen. Who knows? But yeah, that could be depression, ill health. We have the Hangman upright on top of that spread, so they might have had some type of epiphany that they need to move on and move forward. Move somewhere else is what I'm getting. Movement. But I don't think they've changed that much, though, because we have the Death card reversed here. But the problem with this is if they haven't done any healing, no matter where you go, there you are. So it's going to be their same problems, just in a different location. Ace of Cups. Temperance. Hermit. And the Eight of Cups reversed. So we have upright, Ace of Cups, Temperance, and the Hermit. I mean, the Eight of Cups reversed. Have they really, they probably haven't walked away from enough, right? Because the Eight of Cups is walking away from things that don't serve you, don't value you. There's some things that they haven't let go of yet. I don't know what that is. But they could be, because see, there wasn't any transformation up there. They might come into a period where they might start feeling lonely with this Hermit energy. But are they going to do the inner alchemy? The energy is here for it. They could do it if they finally get tired of being alone and they're, you know, really wanting love. They might change their tune. Might get tired of being all alone. They're out of balance. I'll tell you that right now. That's not good. King of Cups. They haven't done the inner work yet. There's the energy is here for them to do it. We have the Hermit and the Temperance. King of Pentacles upright. I feel like they're struggling, honestly, to get their stability back. I think they want love, but I don't know if they're really willing to do that inner work. The energy is there, but are they going to do it? That's the question. That's the big question here, collective. Page of Swords. They're not reaching out to you. They're staying silent right now. And that's probably a good thing. They're not ready. I think, well, this is a bit more positive. They have the Devil reversed. I think they've given up some things here. I think that transformation that they weren't willing to do earlier, I think it probably reaches a point where they kind of have to. You know what I'm saying? Or they face, you know, just being alone for the rest of their lives. And if that's not what they want, then they got to do something. Or not. I think this person is seriously confused with what they want. They have the Queen of Wands reversed. I don't think they know what makes them happy. They don't. Because I don't feel like they were happy, you know, with you. If this was like one of those kind of things. I don't think they were happy. I still don't think they're all that happy, to be honest with you. We got the King of Cups reversed. It's kind of weird. It's like they have the ability, they have the opportunity now. Now that they've moved to calmer waters, they got out of this situation, whether it was you, them, or, you know, just whatever this dynamic. They did move away from it, but there is this imbalance within them. And until they really explore their deeper emotions, I feel like they're, you know, they're partially doing stuff for themselves. You know, I feel like they've gotten rid of some bad habits. Maybe they stopped smoking, stopped drinking, whatever. Maybe they started exercising, eating better, something like that. But they still need work. They need work. They need to work on themselves. Big time is what I'm seeing here. They got to take control. That's what I'm seeing with that Queen of Wands reverse. They really don't know what makes them happy. They have no idea. That is bizarre to me. But right now they're not communicating with you, and I would consider that a plus. Let them figure it out on their own time. Because if you were to jump into something with this person before they're healed, they're not going to do any work. Why bother? They're already here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling with that one. Collective. I wish these could have been more positive messages, but I do believe that they were meant for someone to hear. So there we go. Hopefully it helped confirm some things from Spirit for you if you are going through those types of issues. That's why I don't date anymore. I'm over it. I'm happy. And I'm very lucky that I can be happy.